So recently I ran a 13-day test after Etsy made their big announcement for their Share and Save program. This program basically says if you send traffic over to your Etsy shop, we will pay you more, actually 4% more. And that's exactly what I wanted to see. I wanted to see, will they actually pay us more? And what happens when I send my own direct traffic? So that's exactly what I did. So let's just take a quick glance at the results first, and then I'll break down how I drove the traffic and what we're going to be doing moving forward in Q4. I was able to drive 1,646 clicks. That means that's how many people clicked on a link and came over to the Etsy shop externally, not through Etsy. And we were able to get 19 orders. We were able to generate $839 in this period of time. And here is where Etsy says, and because you drove the traffic and they came from you, we're going to pay you $33.61 that you normally wouldn't have gotten. So if you're wondering where to get your Share and Save link, it's inside of your shop manager, and you'll just go under marketing and then you will see Share and Save. Then you'll be brought to a page that looks like this, and you'll go ahead and be able to get your own unique link that you'll be using to drive traffic to. And you'll also see they have a lot of different examples here, but you can see the breakdown on how it works. So for every $100 or $100 order, the $6.50 transaction fee is what you normally would pay, but they're going to give you this $4 back. So it's like a refund in a sense. And this is just one example, but it basically breaks down to 4% of the total sale. Then they go over exactly how it works. So buyer must place their order within 30 days of clicking your link. You only get refunded for traffic you drive from off of Etsy. And then Share and Save eligibility per order is determined off of a buyer's last click prior to purchasing. So if you drove that traffic and they went over to your Etsy shop and they buy, you're going to get the credit. Now you might be saying, Scott, $33.61. You're not going to make that big of a difference here. But here's what I want you to think about. This is what I'm thinking about. In Q4, this number is going to go way up. And especially if I am using this same strategy to drive traffic, which I'm going to get to here in a minute. And then this is for just 19 orders. I think last year we had over 1,500 orders. And at the end of the day, if I'm able to drive more traffic and get those sales coming from me, well, I'm going to make more money because that's their Share and Save program. And I'm really looking forward to that. So the big question is, Scott, how are you driving traffic? It's a great question. And here is what I did. I actually sent a handful of emails to an email list that we have built in a variety of different ways. But the number one way that we've built that email list is we connected Aweber, which is integrated with our Etsy shop. And if you didn't know this, well, now you do. Etsy is allowing us to collect emails, build our own email list, and do exactly this. Build the email list of your customers and let them know about upcoming promos, upcoming new products, or whatever you can to drive them to your Etsy shop. That's what they want. So that's what we've been doing. I send out about 1 to 2 emails per week, or sometimes more if we're running a promo. Now, the cool thing is I've already been sending emails in the past, but now, as you can see, $33.61 just from using that link extra that I wouldn't have gotten before. So my big takeaway from doing this little experiment, and hopefully you're going to see that this is really powerful. When you send email over to your Etsy shop, you are going to probably pick up some sales. And if you pick up some sales, now you're getting rewarded. But also the one thing that I didn't really talk about is when you are driving sales using email or just getting sales in general, you are going to also start to rank higher in the search. I've talked about this in other videos, but it's really important that you understand that yes, having a well-optimized listing with a good title, good images, good description, good tags, all of that stuff is really important. But the main thing that Etsy is looking at is, does this listing make sales. And if they do, we are going to push them up in the rankings. So using email is a powerful tool to be able to have that happen for you if you're sending emails and of course, if you have good products. But now, like I said, Etsy is saying, hey, we'll even pay you more if something comes from your email. So that's really cool. And it's something that I'm going to continue to do. And I'm really fired up about Q4 and hopefully you are too. So what can you do right now? Well, number one, if you're not using email, you got to start using email. If you want a free resource, I actually put together a 46-page playbook that we use every single day. And it's something that we do to help build our email list, not just using our customers. So if you want to download a copy of that, absolutely free, no strings attached, just go ahead to brandcreators.com/email and you can download that playbook. Now, another question that a lot of people ask is, well, what do you send your email list? And it's pretty simple. All I did for this experiment, and actually it's what I do in general anyway, is I just let the email list know what we have added to our shop. If we have a new item, and right now we're approaching Q4, so we are adding a lot of new products, we will just email them and let them know. There's no salesy or heavy promo. It's just like, hey, it's Lisa, my wife, who actually runs the shop, and basically just says, this is what we created this past week. You might be interested in it. And then we might make a couple of little jokes about the holidays or whatever. We make it very conversational. So that's it. Not really anything special. It's not hypey. It's not salesy, and it doesn't have to be. All you need to do is let the people know that are on your email list, because remember, these people that are on the email list are people that are interested in our niche, because either they're a customer or it's someone that came through other strategies that we have for building the email list of people that are in our audience. And again, that's all in that playbook that I mentioned earlier. If you want to grab a copy of that, once again, it'll be in the description and you can go to brandcreators.com/email and you can get that. Because there's one strategy in there that we do use that allows us to build a list of people that aren't yet customers, but we know that they're interested in what we have to offer. So definitely make sure that you grab a copy of that. But I can't stress it enough. Just sending email about what you are adding to your shop, or maybe a sale that you're running because of the holidays, is something that anyone can do, and it doesn't have to be amazing. It just has to be real and from you. So no excuses. Start sending email and use your special link. Now, I know that some people are saying, well, Scott, is email really working? Isn't email dead? Who uses email anymore? Well, hopefully this proves to you that email is still working and it's alive and well. And if you want to see another example of how well email works, I actually shot a video right here that shows you a strategy that I used using email that I was able to get 4 sales in 6 minutes after sending an email. Watch that video next, and I'll see you there.